Okay, so this warm up that we did, this yellow piece of paper, don't throw it away. Definitely keep it. Go ahead and charge it. And okay, what is the relationship between sine and cosecant, cosine and secant, tangent and cotangent? Unfortunately, that is not true. We want to say inverse, but inverse sine would be sine with that negative, okay, which we're actually going to talk about next week, okay? Opposite is also not the right word. Sine and negative sine would be opposites. Reciprocals. Okay, so we know that the cosecant of theta is the same thing as 1 over sine, okay? Secant of theta is the same thing as 1 over cosine. And then the cotangent is the same thing as 1 over tangent. That's something that you talked about last year in Algebra 2. Like you already knew SOHCAHTOA from geometry, and you didn't? Oh, okay. In geometry, you learned about SOHCAHTOA. And Algebra 2, they added this cosecant, secant, and cotangent. So just remember that when you're in your calculator, you don't have a cosecant, secant, or cotangent button, but you are capable of still typing in one of these in order to be able to find it, okay? Something else we're going to have to be careful with when we are using our calculator is making sure we are in the correct mode. Okay. So in your calculator, right here, it says mode. And I'm not sure what mine be. So mine's not going to look exactly like yours since I'm on the iPad. Okay, but there's going to be degree, radian, or gradient. Okay, so you need to make sure that you are in the right mode depending on what we do. Okay, for you, it's going to be highlighted in black what it's in. So you can just toggle back and forth and hit enter if you want to change it. Okay, so I want us to find the cosine of 120 degrees. So what mode should you be in? You should be in degree mode. So in your calculator, make sure you are in degree mode. And then you can actually type in the cosine of 120. Okay. Do you get negative 0.5? You know what's really fun? You will not need your calculator for the cosine of 120 degrees after tomorrow. What? Yeah, and you're gonna know it from the unit circle tomorrow. But you won't know this one. Now, if I ask you to put this in your calculator, what are you going to have to do? You better put it in radian mode. I know this seems simple, but you know what? If you don't practice it, you're gonna get to the quiz on Friday. Mode, and then you're gonna arrow down and make sure that radian is highlighted, and so you'll hit enter.
And it shows up there.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not working. Oh wait, never mind. So it's working now.
Yep.
And then,
And you'll see radian or degree right there.
Mhm.
You know the sign of 120.
I'm saying we will know it from our unit circle tomorrow.
This calculator.
So maybe menu. Maybe not. Hit, so go to your run math. So yeah, option.
You can like go this way instead of that.
Oh, go back. Here, angle, degrees, radians.
Oh, okay.
All right, 4 decimal places. What is this? Negative 0. Okay. All right. The cosecant of 24 degrees. Okay, so annoyingly, you're gonna have to put it back in degree mode. Oh, man. I know. Now, you do not have a cosecant button. So you are going to have to use its reciprocal, 1 divided by the sine of 24 degrees, means the same thing as cosecant of 24. So that's literally what you are going to punch into your calculator. 1 divided by the sine of 24.
Why don't we just, like, why isn't the problem just 1 divided by sine 24? Why does that be cosecant? Yeah.
Well, like, what if you come up to a problem and you have the cosecant ratio? You need to know how to put that in your calculator. Like, it all depends on what information you're given. Okay, so what do we get? Did you put it in?
That's for cosine. When you do sine, it's 2.459.
What happened?
I think I did it. You have to put it in parentheses.
Oh, you know what? You're in radian mode. That's why. And it's a degree measurement. There we go. Okay, if you got like a -1, you might still be in radian mode. Okay. Which mode should you be in for this one? Radian. Man, that was annoying, Miss Holman. Why'd you do that? So you got to practice. Okay. Change it to radian mode, and secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So as long as you're in radian mode, you can punch in 1 over the cosine of 5 pi over 12.
How do we do that?
Since it's we don't have a secant button, so our only option is to use its reciprocal.
How do we know that that's the reciprocal?
Because it's an identity. It's an identity that I'm saying, like, this is what it is. Yes.
Do you want to tell me for a second? Not today. Wednesday. Wait, today's Wednesday. Well, next week.
Did you get a number?
3.86.
I
got -1 radian degrees.
You
I'm not. I'm in radian.
No. Let's change the mode.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you for your help. All right. Now, I am going to give you this sheet of paper. Okay. You guys know right triangle trig. Okay. I don't feel like I need to be up here for the 3rd year in a row and teach it to you like you've never seen it before. So I'm going to give you this piece of paper, and you're going to label this with opposite, hypotenuse, and adjacent, and you're going to fill these out. And then there's a problem here that I'm going to ask you to fill these out also. Okay. On the back of this half sheet of paper, I also want you to draw the 2 special right triangles. Our 2 special right triangles are 45, 45, 90, and 60, 90. Okay, there's a relationship with the sides. Okay, so your job, I'm going to give you I am not going to give you a half sheet of paper. They've disappeared. Okay. I'm just going to put that up for you. How's that? I don't know where it went. I made copies. Maybe I gave my copies to Mr. Sanders. Whoops. Okay. We're flexible, right? Yes, Mrs. Hillman, we're flexible. Okay. So you and your buddy are going to answer these two things, and you're going to fill out these on the backs, or I guess next. You're going to label these two triangles based on their relationships. When I check off, you can begin your homework for tomorrow from your gold sheet. Does that make sense? Okay. When you get these done, I want to see them, make sure you got them right, and then we can move on. All right? I really can't believe it.
Wait, what is this one? 2, 3, 4.